who also used to play for MD and is also quite a proficient TMX hunter in recent years. So let's see, I think we have 1 or 2 more warm-ups. But yeah, I would argue Reden is one of the 3 teams that can take home the entire tournament. I would place them third on the odds behind Four Wheels and Feint. But I would say on a good day, they are definitely capable of beating these 2 teams. So it will be very interesting to see next weekend. If they face off against Four Wheels. 1 more warm-up, it seems like. And then we're gonna go live. And yeah, we have 4 players warming up for Reden. Meanwhile, for TRT, I think the lineup, if I remember the result of the quali well, our lineup is Def, Oregon, and Flash. And Def is not default, by the way. And thank you, Bits. So yeah, we'll be only casting this match because we held a qualifier on 2 of the 3 maps, and I did not manage to qualify on either tracks. So skill issue on my side, which means I'm gonna be casting only for tonight. Alright, here we go. Good luck, have fun. The red team TRT with Def, Oregon and Flash. And in the blue team Reden, still with 4 players. So it looks like it's gonna be Mogorian, Norcor and Tom Xan. The full MD lineup on the Reden side. Here we go, TMM Knight by Kiwi. Norcor and Mogorian with the top 2 Dedimania records. But looks like we have a crash on both teams. We have Def and Mogorian who are down. I don't know who's 5th and who's 6th though. Norcor in 1st place, Tom Jan in 4th. So looks like it would depend on who's 5th, but now it's 1st and 3rd for Reden, so it's looking good for Reden. Oregon and Flash will have to make something happen in the last corner, but Flash is quite far behind. It's even gonna be Norcor and Tom with the top 2. With a .16 by Norcor, .29 by Tom. Those are really, really good match times. Especially for Norcor. So 1-0 is the score in favor of Reden. This is a best of 3 maps, and each map is played until 7 points, and early mistake from Def. And if the score is 6-6, we're gonna have tennis mode. That means you have to be 2 points clear to win the map. Oregon in 1st place, but bottom 2 for TRT, which means the point is for Reden. Right now, however, Tom with the crash, but still not enough. 1st, 4th and 6th wouldn't be enough. And Norcor with a .12, very impressive showing by Norcor. 2 really, really strong rounds by Norcor, putting his team to a 2-point lead. 2-0 is the lead. Oh, and Def again with an early mistake. From what I've seen in training, Def is a really fast player, but he's definitely struggling in rounds. He's definitely a TMNF Hunter 101. And I don't know this guy from back in the day, so it could be that he exclusively plays time attack. Oh, and Oregon with the bump. Looks like it's gonna be an ace for Reden. Yeah, and 0.08 by Tom, 0.14 by Narcor, 0.27 by Reden. Reden is playing, sorry, by Magorian. Reden is playing out of their minds right now. 3-0, and we saw 4 Wheels match earlier, and I mean, 4 Wheels would get destroyed if they had played against Reden doing that well. Like, this is really impressive showing by Reden. They are playing really impressive, and it's looking pretty good again. Def is the only TRT player that is doing well so far. He's in the lead though, but it's 3 Reden players behind him. And it looks like Def will not hold on to first. He's gonna get sniped by Tom at the end. Good race though. 0.10 by Tom and 0.12 by Def. That's really fast time. 0.16 by Bagor and 0.22 by Narcor. That's a really, really strong run. That's some really high level Trackmania right here, but sadly Def was surrounded by Reden players. And I don't think any team would, I don't think any team would be capable of taking points to Reden right now. They're leading 4-0 and it's absolutely deserved. They are playing out of their minds right now. Norcor and Tom again. We stopped to Magorian not too far away. Magorian taking the lead. Looks like it's gonna be another ace for Reden. Magorian dropping down a bit, but it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help TRT. It's just going too fast right now. It's simply too fast. 5-0 is the score. As expected, I would like to say. But Reden is really impressive right now. This has been their worst round so far, and it was still very, very good. And again, an impressive start from Tom, Magorian, and Narcor. The 3 Polish players. And it looks like to be a comfortable ace once again. Yeah, Tom really far in the lead. I don't even see any TRT player on the screen. Looks like it's gonna be an impressive round by Reden. 0.18, 0.84, 0.24, yeah. Pretty good team effort right there. And yeah, all 3 TRT players had crashed. So 6-0 map point now for Reden. Oh, and Def with an early mistake. Not what TRT needs. Tom and Magorian again with a really strong lead. Oh, and Oregon with the crash. It's gonna be... Oh, and Orcor with the no slide. So it's probably not gonna be an ace, but it's still gonna be it. Tom and Magorian first and second place. 40.06 by Tom. Really good time. And 0.14 by Magorian. Reden taking no prisoners on this first map, and it's gonna be a 7-0 sweep, and very deservingly so. Reden with an impressive showing, and I think against most teams in this tournament it would have been 7-0. They have played extremely well. And I think it's gonna be a pretty short match if they keep it up this way on the other 2 maps. Especially since we are untrained on Tulips. The 2 map tactic is already down the toilet for TRT. Looks like the lineup for Reden in this map is gonna be Magorian, Dev, and Mac. Is it the Mac I'm thinking about? Is it Kid Masiek? And yeah, on our side it's gonna be Oregon, Thiago, and Dev. So I would say, I'm less familiar with Mac, but I saw he had some pretty impressive daddies in this tournament. And yeah, Magorian is probably one of the best tech players right now, even on TM 2020. At least in time attack, but he is quite used to rounds. He definitely knows how to play well on rounds. He showed it on the previous map as well. But even like in many previous occasions. Yeah, and Dev, I said it earlier, Dev in my opinion is one of the best TMX hunters right now. With impressive records on many classic maps. Looks like we're gonna have 2 more warm-ups. Yo Schwindler. I think Kiwi played on TM2 back in the days. But I'm unsure for what teams he used to play. Maybe Beats knows better. Maybe he remembers better than I do. Yo Wormy. Yeah, Reden is definitely the massive favorite, and they showed it by winning the first map 7-0 in really impressive fashion. They played it. They drove impressive times. So I expect the rest of the match to be pretty one-sided. Especially because on Tulips we are untrained. Or I mean default at train, but he's not here, so. Yeah, cause thing is, I think I'm mixing him up with Kawi. So I think Kiwi might have played for A&E. Okay, looks like we're going live. So Reden won the first map 7-0. Will they close it out straight away? Or will it be on the third map? Let's find out. Mac, Magorian, and Dev for Reden in the blue team. And in the red team we have TRT. We have TRT with Dev, Thiago, and Oregon. Okay, insects. Because I remember Kawi played for insects. But I wasn't so sure about Kiwi. Alright, here we go. First round. Oh, we have a crash at the start. I think it was a Thiago. So this second map is not starting well at all for TRT. Defzo is in the lead, so it might not be fully over yet in this round. Oregon also in a pretty good position, top 2 right now. This would be a round for TRT actually right now. With first and third, even first and second, Oregon with more speed than Magorian, but both Def and Oregon will need a really strong end. This end is tricky in round mode. Can they pull it off? Oregon with a re-inside line will generate speed. Def and Oregon both making it, but Oregon has less speed. Def is gonna catch up and Mac as well. But no, it is gonna be a round for TRT with the first round of the match. And a really close round. Point 17 by Def. Point 21 by Dev. 23 by Oregon, 25 by Mac, and 28 by Megorian. This is what it takes to take a round away from Reden. Because Reden looks extremely strong on this map as well. Def again with a good start though. Oregon and Thiago with a less good of start, but Def in the lead. Which means the round is still very well alive. And no, Def with a slowdown. And now all of a sudden it looks like Reden is gonna take this one, maybe even with an ace, unless Thiago can prevent it. Aggressive land by Thiago, but Megorian with more speed. And it's gonna be a round for Reden by the looks of it. Dev though will crush the end. Oh, he needs to finish though, otherwise it's gonna be a draw. Wait, only 4 players finished. Okay, Dev in 5th. Yeah. Def retired from the round, sorry. Yeah, which means it's gonna be a round for Reden, tying up the score to 1-1. Oh, Def with too aggressive on the first drift will go too wide and crash. Dev and Bagorian first and third. Mac not too far behind. Oregon is alone for TRT. Yeah, Thiago is a bit too far behind. Looks like it's gonna be a second round in a row for Reden. Oh, Dev almost crashing, but he will keep it on the road. And Oregon with a fairly bad speed in the end, so it's gonna be an ace even for Reden. Putting the score up to 2-1. Oh, Megorian with an early crash. You don't see that too often. Oregon with a bump though. He's not out of it. But Thiago's will crash. And oh, and Oregon this time will crash for good. Full stopping from Oregon, even retires the round. And I don't think it would matter much to DNF this, because Mac and Dev with the first and second place should be able to close it out. No crash at the end for the Reden players. Mac with a point 13 and Dev with a point 17. Yeah, Reden definitely driving those times would have won against 4 wheels. Like, they're playing better than 4 wheels right now, I would say. But their face-off is gonna happen next week. So I mean, unless they completely fumble right now, but I see that to be pretty unlikely. I wouldn't mind jinxing them though, as I am part of the TRT lineup. And oh, this round looks pretty promising for TRT. Oh, I see a crash from Oregon though. So Mac and Megorian in top 2. Def and Thiago would need a crazy end. I think at this point we need a crash from Megorian or Mac. And it's not gonna happen. Megorian and Mac keeping it together. And then again a time under 45.2 for Mac with a .17. Impressive showing. 4-1. Reden only 3 rounds away from taking the match home. But yes, this match has been really one-sided. Reden is playing extremely well. I think they are showing tonight that they are among the favorites to win this tournament. I put them third in my odds before this match started, but I might have been wrong, considering how impressive they are. Yeah, if Mac keeps on first place, it would be a point for Reden. Oregon risking it, but it's not gonna be enough to snipe Mac. With a point 14, impressive consistency by Mac. He is the players I'm the least familiar with. Unless it's Kid Masiek, but even if it's him, he wasn't playing tech matches very often back in the days. But he's playing extremely well. It's not looking too bad for TRT right now with Def and Oregon with a really good first half of the map. Even top 2 right now could be around for TRT if Def and Oregon can get a good end. But Mac and Magorian with a lot of speed, putting a lot of pressure. Oregon dropping down a little bit. One last turn. Def is too wide and will crash. And Oregon with not enough speed, it's gonna be top 2 for Magorian and Mac. 0.09 by Magorian, 0.11 by Mac. Mac's consistency is really impressive. And 6-1, it's match point already. Match point already for Reden. And I would cast the third map if played. However, I would leave it halfway through if we get to 9 PM because there is Ginette versus Feint at 9 PM. And looks like it's gonna be Magorian and Dave first and third, or we got alone for TRT. Looks like it's gonna be it. Reden is gonna close this out and face 4 wheels in the semi-final in what looks to be a very impressive matchup. Unless Def and Oregon, no, but Def will crash in the last corner once more. And this time it's gonna be it for sure. With a point 15, point 12 and point 22. Really strong team effort by Reden, winning very deservingly so. 7-0, 7-1. And I think we are not gonna play the third map. No one on our team is willing to play it. No one has trained it even. So looks like there's not gonna be a third map. So yeah, that's it for TRT in this tournament. Good run nonetheless, I think, on our part. I think reaching this stage of the tournament is the best we could hope for. And that's where we got. Our opponents tonight were definitely way too strong. And I think they are sending a really strong signal to 4 Wheels, which will be their opponent to the semi-final. And I think 4 Wheels will have to play at their best level if they want to defeat this Reden team, because Reden will be motivated for sure. Their players are extremely active on TMNF and in this tournament. So yeah, GG to